That barley up there looks amazing. It's Saturday, it's International Women's Day. The lads have all gone to pick some furniture up for the offices, including Oscar. So, International Women's Day, Olivia's looking after the bottom of the yard. And then in July, when she's off for the summer, she's legally allowed to, old enough as well now to drive tractors. So I think we can get doing some bits around here, sweeping up and the like. Right, I'm going to load up with MOP and go and try and get that finished in a bit. Then flip over to TSP, which is triple superphosphate. Get that on everything. And then, by the time I finish doing all that, I'll be going back onto nitrogen. I'm a massive fan of bulk fertiliser because you can just, 3 buckets, off we go. No messing, no cutting the bottom of the bags, shaking them out, then get rid of the bags. It's just far quicker. Combine is obviously back from its London adventure, where this epic picture was taken, and a few people have asked, said, why don't you put that in a calendar? But like, the calendars aren't out till next year. What about if we did a poster and people can buy them? We put the words on "We Won't Back Down," which was the song that we had playing, and put that on the bottom, sell them, and then if we get enough money, it might start to pay towards the thousands I'm into in train tickets and hotels, going backwards and forwards to London, fighting this. How did Clarkson put it? Infernal government, was it? Anyway, let's go and do some real work. This wheat field was one we patched up a few weeks ago, and it's just showing through now. Very slow though. You can just see fake lines. Another week it should look different again, and hopefully the whole thing will be green. At the moment it looks a mess, and it's the approach to the airport. Did you see, I'm not sure who did it, but I know Berkshire Farm Girl shared it. They'd written on a field just like, no farms, no food, save British agriculture, the big cultivator. I thought of writing something similar on this field because it's on the approach to the airport. But if anyone's got something on a hillside, need to do something like that, even if it's just mowing something in the grass. This is the first field of wheat we drilled, and it looks pretty decent. It's after potatoes, and we got on it before the rain came, got it levelled. In fact, remember when I was levelling it with the quad track, it was that dry that the roller was stalling a little bit because it's quite powdery. Anyway, it's now looks amazing. Spreading on this barley, and it doesn't seem to have grown as much as the stuff by the yard. It's got a bit of grassweed in it, which won't be helping, but it's hard to see it in the stubble. See a bit better here where there is no stubble, where we'd ripped this tram line that was rutted, but I just feel like it's gone backwards. Yeah, it just looks like it's gone backwards compared to last time I was on here. And it's right on the banks, so it doesn't get any frost really. So I don't know why that is. Just got the whizzer in the in the MERLO now, and the glass. It's got to cut a pin. John's gone from one field to another, and they've moved the some electric cables. So he's tried to go through a gate we've never used before, and there's been a big rut, and it's tipped over, and the boom's caught the hedge and pulled back at the same time as he's bounced. It's twisted the ram and bent a pin, so we're probably going to cut the pin to get it out. It's probably damaged the ram as well, so I might have to get a new ram. But luckily, I spoke to BATEMAN, it's not actually that expensive, but it's in Devon. This field, it's a swamp at the bottom, and there used to be a load of electric cables running all the way along here, and there's always been this gap in the hedge. And we've gone through with tractors, but we've never gone through with the sprayer, because even folded up it'd be high. But now the electric cables are gone. John came through, and see how it's rough there? Well, as it's gone through, it's just pitched over. This has landed on the hedge, and it's twisted it up and pulled that pin out, which has then meant that it could slide backwards, and it's bent that ram. So we're going to cut the pin off now, fold it up, and then we'll have to see if we could probably straighten that ram, but the end cap's cracked, which is a bit annoying, but we'll see. If not, we can go and get one from Devon, or they'll send us one. Right, we chopped that bent pin, We've took the pressure out of that ram, knocked that out. Well, that's what the stress is. Can you see it's stretched that, bent that there, which is straightenable, but can you see how that's how much weaker that will be now, because it's elongated that and that's broken, but also that cap's cracked. So I think that ram's toast unless we can get an end cap and straighten the rod. I think it's 300 quid, which isn't very dear. That's the nice thing about Batemans, they don't profit on the parts, they just sell them for what they cost them. So we'll fold it in now with the MERLO. We've leveled the boom out now, swing it in hopefully. A MERLO to the rescue. So I'll just swing it in with the MERLO into the carriers, and then we can, oop, that was just that coming off the tip of the fork. Swing it into the carriers, and then we can take it back to the yard and get a ram sorted for it. Dripping a bit of oil out that end cap, so we just put that on to drive back so we don't put any oil on the road. Anyway, we'll fold it up now. Let's go. We've had a VG boom with that ram on for 8 or 9 years, and that's the first one we've done. Is it worth having a spare one on the shelf? Potentially, because if anyone else has got a VG boom and have a problem, we've got one in our workshop. It's a bit handier, but saying that though, if you break one on a Thursday, it'll be here on a Friday. If you break one on a Monday, it'll be here on a Tuesday. It's just, you break it on a Saturday, you know, you're talking Tuesday. Name that tune. This wheat was direct drilled into an SFI mix. It looks to be doing okay. I did the headland on it yesterday, but then ran out of fertiliser. Anyway, the GPS remembered where I was up to, so I've just come back today now to finish it off. Oh, that needs to be a 160. Sorted. That's alright, I think. Sewn on a slight angle to the tram lines. We've run out of AdBlue at the yard. We buy it 1,000 litres a time. Is it 40 or 60p a litre? That, 2 10-litre drums, £57. What a rip-off. Little sheep update. Plenty of lambs about. Bah. Is that like a lectern?
Brilliant, isn't it?
No way. The lads are back with the furniture.
You can help teaching the presentation.
Getting all the chairs in now and stacking them. That thing will be good for a projector, to be honest. Still spreading fertiliser, but James wants to come and inspect the furniture in the office. It's because he's seen us carrying it backwards and forwards. He wants to know what's going on, so we'll go and show him. Right, we're going to put that row of chairs out that we moved when we brought the tables in. And now it doesn't echo in here because you've got all the chairs absorbing the sound. And then in here, we've got a desk in, but we're not just sure where to put it yet. Maybe a bit further that way, or put something on the end. And put like a bookshelf there with toy tractors or model tractors, don't you think, James? And then could do with some, if you put like a sofa in, that'll absorb a load of sound as well. Then I've got them things to go on the ceiling. But this is well set up now. We don't need half of them, do we, for the young farmers who visited on Wednesday night, but they only get 30 odd, so probably don't need most of these chairs. This barley is really hard to see now. I'm on the tractor that's not had the UTV lights fitted to it yet, but you've got little green stripes in it, and it was sewn at a separate angle to the cover crop. In fact, I'll jump off at the end and show you. But when you pass this going down the road, you cannot see any crop in it whatsoever. In fact, there you go. You can't really see a crop in it at all, but it is there. Yeah, first glance, there's nothing. But if you get down, got all these green shoots. The question is, do I roll it and knock this down now to allow this to have more light? Because technically it's giving it shade, isn't it? I know there's not a lot of it, but will it be detrimental to the crop? What do people think? It's all been totally eaten though. Actually there's a little tiny bit of maybe mustard left in that one with the yellow seeds. So we'll flatten it with the rollers. So all that's sticking up. What do we think? The problem though with rolling it, it's going down to 1 degree at the end of the week, so we might get a frost, so might have to leave it for a few weeks. James has come to help do the birthdays, although he's polishing the spreader. We got Wendy is 60, not the Wendy that works for me. So Wendy's 60, Joseph Metcalf is 8, Andrew Perry is 53, and Jack and Edward Jacob are 12. So happy birthday, everyone on there. And we're nearly at 87,000 plus gift aid. So yeah, thank you. That is probably about all for today. It is International Women's Day, so why don't you tag in whoever that might be that you're grateful that you have around, either the farm or the house or whatever, or it might be your mum, whatever. Tag them underneath anyway, put the names in. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.